Hey, Barbara. Calendar back on the front porch on a Saturday afternoon, and sitting out having a pipe and a cup of coffee, smoking one of my cobs with one of the caramel color looking acrylic stems. I think I've got 4 or 5 of these. I really enjoy these cobs. And I'm smoking some Mixture 79 cherry brandy flavored that Alex Birdman sent to me. Was nice enough to send to me, and really enjoying this. I really like a lot of the old timey OTC tobacco brands, and I was lucky enough to, when my old buddy Nate Campbell found out that they were going to quit making a bunch of them. He graciously let me know so I could store up on some of mine and his favorites. You'll have to ask Nate about that. So I've got a good bit of Sugar Barrel, and the other ones I have is Walnut, and then of course I always smoke Prince Albert, and I smoke a lot of not a lot, but I occasionally smoke Prince Albert and Carter Hall. And the other one was Kentucky Club that they quit making. So I've got several tubs of those blends, and I'm glad I bought them because they're gone, and you know, likelihood is you're not going to see them again. You're going to see clones, but you're never going to see Middleton make them again. So kind of for an older guy like me, it's kind of sad to see those blends passing away. I mean, you know, a lot of those blends were tobacco that my grandpa and uncles and people that I knew smoked when I was young, and a lot of memories with them. But anyway, what I'm doing out here is I decided to come out and have a pipe. Weather's been pretty cold here, but man, I was watching the other day, and SmokinGrampa Bones was outside on his porch in 5-degree weather, and it kind of made me feel ashamed. I said, you know, as much as I don't like cold weather, there's Bones up there in 5-degree weather getting out and making a video and having a pipe. So I said, well, I guess I can come on out here in this 42-degree weather. But I got to tell you guys, I do not like the cold weather. I'd much rather be hot than cold. You know, I just don't care for it at all. So, but it's not too bad. Sitting out here and having a cup of coffee and having a pipe and kind of enjoying things. We really got some unusually cold weather here with that last Arctic blast that just blasted the U.S. Here it got to be 20 degrees at my camp on the river. It went to 18, and then in Mississippi, it actually got to 14 degrees. So that's pretty stinking cold for us here. We normally don't see temperatures like that. So, needless to say, I have not ventured out much and tried to smoke much. I just, like I said, do not care to be cold. Getting a relight there. But I said, I think if Grandpa Bones can do it out in 5-degree weather, dang it, his southern pipe smoking brother can come on out here and suffer in this 42-degree weather. And I think really and truly, if you would take and look at it and run it on a scale and interpolate it, you know, it probably 42 here is probably like 5 up there. I mean, you know, the damn humidity here is always about 95%. So when you're cold here in the South, in Louisiana, you're cold and wet. You know, that's why this damn cold is so bone chilling down here. I know y'all probably not buying that, but I thought I'd give it a shot anyway. So, but tomorrow I'm going to go by and ride by and check on my camp, make sure everything's okay there. Besides having the cold weather, and I really got to go over there and check, make sure my pump and the pump housing and the pump and the tank and all made it through, and it's all enclosed. And I just recently went in there and put a heat source in it. Took and drained all the water out of the camp itself. It's up 10 foot, so that's not hard to do. I can just cut off the water supply and open up. I've got 3 faucets on each of 3 of the 4 corners, and I can open them up and it drains out pretty well. So, but the other thing to go along with the cold weather is, if you remember, or if you watched my last video, we had just got a tremendous amount of rain, and it rained here, and the rain kind of came in off the Gulf, and it was moving in a northeasterly direction. So we got rain here on top of the river, and then it just pushed up north into Mississippi and rained all in there. Well, all of the rivers and tributaries and little canals in Mississippi all feed right into the Tangipahoa River. So, 2 or 3 days later, we get a crest. It's at flood stage. So I know on the rise that the river at 13 foot, I can't get in. The water crosses the road going into the camp. And but Thursday I had checked. I went to New Orleans and had some appointments in New Orleans Thursday. And on the way back, I stopped by, and I knew the river was at 10.5 feet, but I still couldn't get in. So undoubtedly, when it floods like that and it gets into a flood stage, those backwaters get into areas that they normally don't get. So I don't know exactly when the clearance is for the flooding on the back after a flood, after a crest. But I did get a call from a neighbor yesterday, and they told me late yesterday evening they had several of them went in, so I ought to be fine tomorrow. But just wanted to come and pay my respect to Bones and tell him that I really respect him getting out there and getting a pipe in that 5-degree weather, man. That's a dedicated pipe smoker there. So, guys, until next time, everybody just, if you can stand this cold weather, just get you your favorite pipe and load up with some clothes, maybe layer up 2 or 3 dang layers. Put on a couple shirts, put on your jacket and some long johns and some pants, and head on out and have you a smoke. Get that pipe, keep her lit, and keep her smoking. Till next time, guys.